Hi, my name is Noah Roulette, and today for my informative essay, I will be talking about whether or not college wrestlers should be getting paid to wrestle for pro clubs. So, in wrestling, it's very different and a unique sport. There's many things that go into wrestling, and it's hard to pinpoint one exact thing that they should be getting paid for. So, when you're a wrestler, you wrestle from the high school level, then you go up to the college level. And in the college level, there's the NCAAs. There's a whole bunch of open tournaments. Now you have to make the varsity squad, which consists of 10 weight classes, and then there's 10 wrestlers who wrestle on varsity. But if you do not make the varsity squad, you are still able to wrestle in open tournaments. So today, I'll be discussing whether or not they should be getting paid to wrestle for pro clubs. Now a pro club is like a club that consists of many different athletes from all over the world, and there's a lot of them. There's like four main big ones: Titan Mercury, Sunkist Kids, and then there's one called Nittany Lion Wrestling Club. These are the three main pro clubs, but there's also many more clubs after that. So how to get into this club? So most of the people that are in this club are really successful athletes, more like wrestlers, and they all have won NCAAs, placed high NCAAs, and NCAAs is just like March Madness. It's filled with college teams who have wrestling programs, and these teams wrestle for a championship to see who the best wrestler is in that division or weight class. So these pro clubs invite wrestlers to wrestle for them, and they have coaches who have won Olympics, placed high at the Olympics, or stuff like that. Now, these pro clubs also do not give their athletes money. They're not paid. They're just there for performance only. But they get benefits like gear, mats, open facilities to train in, all this stuff. Now, me as a wrestler, I believe you should get paid because your craft in wrestling, like how much you train, means a lot. If you don't train, you're not going to be good. And these people who are wrestling for these pro clubs train every day. They train 7 days a week just to be better. Now, it really depends on what you want to do. If you want to be an Olympic champion, then you have to be a part of these pro clubs, because these pro clubs sponsor these wrestlers and give them benefits to go to the Olympics and wrestle for them. Now, these pro clubs are only allowed to have a certain amount of people in their club. So now if you do not make that club, then you are unable to participate. So I really do believe that you're a top tier athlete if you're in these pro clubs, and that you definitely should be getting paid to wrestle for them. Now, it really comes to a difficulty in this, because there's many good athletes or wrestlers in certain divisions, like 157-pound weight class. There's probably about 6 or 7 athletes that are really talented that are not in a pro club because they got beat out. So now they have to go to somewhere else where they're not really, the benefits aren't good, the coaches aren't very good, and all this. So I feel like that if you're part of that top tier group, that you should be getting paid. Now, it really depends, because if you want to make it to the Olympics, then you have to go to the pro club, then you have to go to the Olympic trials. And Olympic trials consist of, you have to win 3 major tournaments, like you have to win Midlands, you have to win Sunkist Kids Replica Open, and you have to win Pan Am Games. Now, these 3 games right here consist of all the greatest wrestlers in the world during the weight class, and it's open entry. So if you place top 4, you get an invite to the Olympic trials. Now, when you get an invite to the Olympic trials, that means that you have to place top 3, and then you go to the Olympic Games. These games consist of like just like regular Olympics. But if you win that, that's how you get paid, by being a part of the Olympic team. So my topic is whether or not these pro athletes in the pro clubs should be getting paid or not. And I believe they should, because if you're wrestling for these pro teams, that means you're a top tier athlete and you're putting work in every day for these teams. And how do they pay for the coaches? They pay for the coaches and they get all these sponsorships. I believe that they should be able to pay the athletes too. And if they can't pay the athletes to perform for them, I don't think the athletes should want to perform for them, because they're only getting paid for if they win. They need to be getting paid for their training they do for them and everything else. And if they're not going to get paid for that, then I don't feel like they should do it. So, honestly, if they're not going to get paid, then I feel like they should go somewhere else and do it on their own, because why would you represent someone if you're not going to get paid and get spoken on for your work for that club. So I feel like that pro clubs definitely should look into paying their athletes. Thank you.